everybody, it's Kim here from Kyms Homestead here in sunny Victoria, Australia. Such a beautiful day. I thought I would get out into the garden today and bring you along with me. I went to Bunnings on Friday and I picked up a few seedlings. Now I'm not planting seeds this year because I'm moving. So I thought, well, I'll just go the easy way and pick up seedlings and plant what I want. And if I'm still here when it's time to harvest, fabulous. If not, then the new owner can be blessed with a crop. So what did I get? Well, I've got some nice green dragon broccoli. That's always really nice. It produces a nice big head and lots of side shoots. Then, what have we got here? We have coriander, or some of you might call it cilantro. I've got petunia, double victorious. So all different colours. It seems to be a nice healthy plant, and as you can see, some nice colours. So I'm undecided what to do with this yet. I'm thinking maybe a nice hanging pot plant. We'll see. Then I got some nice cos lettuce, some good healthy young plants there. They always go well in salads and sandwiches and whatnot. You got to keep on top of it though, because otherwise it'll get away from you. And some bok choy. I like to eat a lot of stir fries, and bok choy is always nice in a stir fry. Take off some of those bottom leaves there. There we go. And it's got a fairly good root system on it, so it should go quite well. I just hope it doesn't get too hot too quick, otherwise it will bolt fairly quickly. Then what I got is some nice white marigold. So I thought I would plant these in amongst the vegetables there, especially the broccoli, and with the white flower it helps to distract the cabbage butterfly, and they think it's being overtaken with other cabbage white butterflies, and hopefully between the white colour and the scent, hopefully the little bugs will leave my broccoli alone. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Then I got some iceberg lettuce. I've only got a few of these, so sometimes, even though I've got all the other lettuce, I like a nice big head of lettuce so that I can make wraps and whatnot. Another lettuce that I've got is the combo. This has all the oak leaf lettuce and the red lettuce and whatnot. So just to give my salads a little bit of colour. Then we have the good old basil. You can't go past good old sweet basil. And I thought I'll plant this with my tomatoes this year, and hopefully that'll keep the tomato, those little green sucky things off my tomatoes. Right, that's one tray. The next tray I got is some blackjack zucchinis. I've got one, I've got one of the blackjacks and one of the gold rush. The blackjack has 2 plants in it, so basically 3 zucchinis, which honestly is more than enough. Although I planted 4 or 5 last year and never got one single zucchini. And I do like to freeze it, so I'm hoping to get a few this year. Not a bumper crop, but a few would be really nice. Then I got 2 watermelons. I've yet to find the rock melons, although I'm not as keen on rock melon as I am as watermelon. So 2 of the nice watermelons, and I can't see the name of this one, it's just watermelon. Then I got the long green cucumber, and there's let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 plants to this little container. These are the ones that will grow up a trellis. So these ones I plan on putting in the fernery up on a nice high string. They did well there last year, so I'm hoping they'll do well there this year. That's if I can keep the darn snails off them. Then I got the apple cucumber. I do like the apple cucumber, or crystal apple they call them. So there's 2, 4, 6 plants there of the crystal apples. So I'm hoping that I actually get one to grow. That would be nice. Tomatoes. Now I'm way down on tomatoes this year. Because I'm not staying here, I decided I would only get more or less eating apples. I would only get eating tomatoes this year. So what I got was a nice big slicing tomato, and it's called Bragger. So we shall see. It's an early maturing, firm, sweet tasting tomato with a heavy yield of enormous fruit. A stake is required. Yes, well, this is what you would call an indeterminate tomato. Then we have the tomato big barrel. This one is a yellow tomato, and it is the large, vibrant red and gold fruit of this big beefsteak tomato stand out from the crowd. As large as she is stunning and equally delicious. Big Beryl is not shy with her fruit or her flavour. An early variety with an abundant yield. The striped fruit almost glow golden red when ripe and reveal a vortex of colour. When sliced and served atop your favourite crisp bread with just a sprinkling of salt and pepper. Sounds nice. Then we got Mellow Yellow. This one is for salads and whatnot. An early to mid-season high-yielding acid-free tomato with large solid fruit, suitable for people with sensitive palates. Displays good disease resistance to yellow spot. Not yellow spot, but yellow spot. Anyway, it looked good. Then we have it come out. Tickled pink. Tomato Tickled Pink is a high-yielding mid-season tomato with thin-skinned, sweet, large, rosy fruit. Displays good disease resistance. Anyway, they all sounded good. And I think 4 tomatoes should produce quite an abundance of fresh eating tomatoes. Probably enough to put away some in the freezer as well to make some sauce and tomato products later in the year. So what I don't eat will be frozen anyway. That's if I'm here to enjoy. Well, actually I will be, because I plan on putting all these in pots. So, except probably the watermelon. So when I go, they will be going with me. Anyway, so that's it for now. So now we'll get out into the garden and start planting a few of these little babies. I may not get to all of them today, but I think I'll get a good majority done. Now the peas over the archway, they didn't do so well, but still I'll take whatever they give me. Over here I've got some, where are we? There we go. In there is leeks on the other side of the arch. Lots more weeds. Yes, lots more weeds. And there is our potatoes from just potatoes that were in the pantry that had gone to seed, and as I cut the lawn I throw lawn clippings on top which cover them up, and they will actually give me a nice little crop of potatoes later on. Okay, so here we go, and Right, I'll push the nice big stake in first. Yeah. And we'll start with the blackjack. Dig a little hole. And very gently separate the two seedlings. And backfill. And pop in the label. And move on to the next. I'll have to find a stake for the next one. Actually, I've got this one down here. That'll do. Do a bit of weeding. Push the stake in. Now these stakes are expensive because they've actually been made out of recycled plastic, so they will last me forever and a day. I find the wood ones tend to rot. Now, a little bit deeper, pop him in, and backfill. Now, I'll water these in when I'm done, and they'll be ready to grow. The reason I put the stake in there is because I actually grow mine vertically. Okay, now we move on to the next one. And here we are with the gold zucchini. A pretty good root system on it. Let's see, yeah. Place him in the way I want him to grow, and backfill. the label in. And there we go. That'll need a really good water because it's very dry in there. So yeah, probably I'll give it a couple of waterings actually. Now we move on to the lettuce. Okay, here's where I had lettuces and turnips and whatnot last year, so thought I'll put my brassicas in here this year. I'll get a little bit more sunlight and hopefully with the bed resting the way it has for the last few months, we should get a good crop. Yeah, these are more than ready to go out. I won't overcrowd the bed, so I think we'll put one here. Push it down, ram it in, there we go. I think 4 to this bed would be plenty. I might put some lettuce around the outside or in the centre because they're fast acting crops. There we go. Push it down. There we go. Right, there's another one down. You might put in a nice marigold in the centre. And there we go. That's that one planted. Okay, so pak choi is a bit different. I can probably get all 6 in this container. So let's see what we're going to do. Okay, on there, and there, 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 and there. So we'll get 8. And being under shade cloth, I'm hoping that it won't bolt quite as quickly as the last lot did. I didn't even get any off of that one before it went to seed. I'm just hoping the bugs and the snails don't get this lot before I do. I'll probably end up taking a lot of these leaves off and spacing them out on other beds, but that's going to be a job for another day. We'll just get these put out for now. Right, now the lettuce. I think I'll just put this in 2 long rows. That way I can cut it and use it as I want it. Leave it in a clump and it will thicken up by itself. Shift me broccoli sign. Now, I think we'll put some of this oak leaf lettuce over here. Barney? What you doing? Hey? You finished playing? Hey? Now I'll put the cilantro in and around the lettuce because it's a strong smelling plant, and hopefully it will deter pests from the scent of the lettuce. Okay, now we have another white marigold, which I think I'll put one in here. Yeah, I really need to shift some of this. And one up this end. And there we go, that's them planted. Well, now it's time to put in the the tomatoes. So, what I thought, I've got yellow, let's see, yellow slicer, and a red slicer, a yellow cherry, and a red cherry. Well, they're not exactly cherry, but they're all right. In these pots, the stakes don't go in far enough. So I'm hoping that the plants will help firm them up a bit. So, bury them in as far as we can. Take off all these lower leaves. and a little bamboo stake. Right, and I'll just tie him to this stake. There we go. Put in the label. 1 down, 3 to go. That's got them done. Well, I hope you enjoyed coming out into the garden with me and planting the seedlings that I got from Bunnings. Now, I did actually get to planting the rest of the seeds. The watermelon got planted out where the big tree was taken down. And the rest of the plantings was the cucumbers. They got planted in the fernery, and the petunias and that, they also got planted in the fernery. I was a bit sort of pooped. So I just quickly went around and plugged them in where they needed to go in a few spare spots. I'm sorry I didn't take you along with me. I was just absolutely knackered. So I wanted to get them in the ground and plugged in so that I wouldn't lose them. So that's what I did. But anyway, that's the plantings for September, and now is the time to sort of get the gardens ready. I won't be planting up too much more. I may plant out some beans, but it probably won't be too much. Because of the sale of the house. It's no good planting up a whole crop's worth and find out that you've got to leave it all. Excuse me. Yeah, still getting over the flu. Getting there, but surely getting there. Anyway, but what I will be doing, the peas have now finished. So I picked the last of the crop yesterday and processed it. I put it into, I blanched it for a minute or two and then just flash froze it, and I'll be bagging that up later on this afternoon. So I will probably be taking off whatever peas that I've missed. Most of the large pea plants will be going in and feeding the chooks. They will be really happy at all the lovely young pea shoots that are there. I probably could get another crop off, but I've got more than enough, so they may as well come out, and I'll clean the garden up ready for sale. I'm not having an open this weekend because it's grand final. Not much point in having an open on grand final. So I need to start concentrating on cleaning up around the chook pen area and making it a lot tidier, which I'll bring you along for, and seeing what we can do with it. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed coming along while I planted all these seedlings out, and yeah, I'll catch you again with another video on pulling out the peas and feeding them to the chooks very shortly. All right, bye for now. Bye, friends.